Today is January the 15th, and I am in the presence of Markoon coming off a very important win against G2 Esports. Markoon, how are you feeling today? Were you surprised a bit by the Trundle pick in the enemy team, by the way? Because it's a bit unconventional, I would say, for the current meta. Yesterday you were put on Maokai duties. Do you feel a bit more comfortable playing champions like Zinzao today? In the pre-game content before playing your match against G2, you mentioned that in SK you used to be a bit more of a team leader and shot caller a bit by default because you were put into this situation. How different would you say your role is in Rogue now?
Like the first week already, I realized, okay, actually, players, if they have a problem with what you're doing and if they think you're making mistakes, they will just instantly point it out, and there's no like tallying around the problem and this kind of stuff. So it's a lot more direct, and I'm currently enjoying like this style of working a lot more as well.
With how fast-paced the LEC format is nowadays, do you feel a bit more stressed, I guess, to perform early?
Yeah, it's a lot more stressful than previous years. Like I mean, like in old format, if we had gone 0-4 in first 2 weeks, we would have still so much time to fix our stuff. But now, of course, like after yesterday's 0-2, you're already thinking like, all right, we're gonna have in total 6 more scrim days before our season is over. We're gonna start fixing some shit. So we had some talks. We're like talking till 2 a.m. about stuff and how we want to play the game, and it was a bit of a reality check. But definitely the pressure is mega on in this format.
Do you have anything to say on G2, by the way? They are, on paper, maybe were like one of the strongest team in the league, but so far they seem to have had a bit of a slow start. How did you feel facing them?
Uh, yeah, I think they played. I mean, I think this game we didn't give them a lot of options, and I really like our draft. I think G2 is still just like, I think they're just warming up and they're figuring out what they want to play in the meta and what they're good at in the meta, because they're trying out some different stuffs as well, right? But for me, I don't think they're playing that well yet, but it's kind of expected as G2. I think they'll get better as the split goes on.
This week you lost your first two games, and now you got a pretty important win against G2. Looking at how the team is evolving this week, where do you think Rogue stands pretty much in the standings of the LEC currently?
I mean, right now, if we keep playing like we did first 2 games, we're gonna go straight 10th. If we play like we did this today, we can. I mean, I'm pretty confident we're at least gonna make like top 6, top 4, and then it's up to us, right, for how much more we improve, because it's this split is an evolution, and everyone in winter split still needs to learn so much stuff that even if at this point we were the best right now or the worst, it doesn't matter, because it matters more about like who improves the most in the next 4 weeks. But I think we have pretty good potential, and I'm pretty confident that if we actually improve at a rapid pace, that we can eventually contest G2 for the title. Like, I'm considering G2 still the best team here, right? Then.
So before this game, you were pretty self-critical, I guess, on Twitter. What would you say you tackled differently this game in order to not have a repeat of the first two match days?
I think I just wasn't very. I won't say warmed up, or like. I mean, maybe it's like the word comfortable is like looking for. I was still like finding a bit my rhythm. And I think after yesterday, it was like a mega reality check that the stuff needs to go different, because we were just too indecisive, and we had to start making proper plans and actually executing them. So my mindset coming into the day was just that my mechanics, I think they've been a bit sus as well. They'll get better, I think, but I just wanted to make sure that we actually played with purpose today, and I think I did that pretty well today. So I'm pretty happy with that, and then I think the mechanics will come, even though I'm fucking up a little bit still.
Were you happy with your performances today then, I guess, playing differently on Zenzao instead?
The pure mechanics, I don't think so. I fucked up like one engage in their base, which was pretty big. But overall, I'm really happy with like the macro that we played this game and the decisiveness that we played. For that, I'm really, really happy.
What would you say is maybe the biggest point that Rogue still has to work on right now?
Uh, I think it's hard for me to tell because the biggest point was that our early games were completely dog shit. So we kind of fixed that already by talking a lot yesterday. So I'm just gonna see the next games what the next biggest problem is, right? I still think we have some issues around Nash, which I think we've been working on for a while now. But even this game, it still occurred, right? Like we didn't exactly get like the Nash starts we wanted, the Nash turns. So I think that's gonna be a focus as well for the next weeks.
Yeah. And do you think in the next weeks we're gonna see any more fun champions? I remember you maybe played a bit of Belveth in the past. Can we see her maybe?
Let me think. I don't think the meta is that open right now. I had like in the past I always had like some pocket picks cooked up, but right now there's not much. I hope so, but right now the meta is looking a bit still, but it can all change because we're playing on a new patch next week as well, so we'll see. Maybe something changes.
Do you have any opponents that you really want to face in the next few weeks and you want to defeat?
I mean, I think I really want to play against Fnatic. Played like a lot of in-houses this off season with like Noah, Yoon. I really want to play against Noah, Yoon and beat them because it's always a lot of fun when I meet them in my in-houses.
Also, just I have a meme question a bit for you, but do you think there's anything in League of Legends that gives you more dopamine than driving the Rift Herald into a turret nowadays?
No, actually, it's God bless the Riot that they added this. It's so fun. One of Riot's best features in a long time. I had so much fun in off season, just completely inting with that because I was just engaging with it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I hope that the team continues to perform in any case. Looking good right now. It's very important win for you guys.
Yeah, it was very important.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, last question, I guess. What are you gonna do right now for the week?
Well, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm very hungry. I'm gonna go eat, and I'm just gonna chill for like a day at least. Like it's been a stressful week already. I'm gonna chill. Maybe play some solo queues in the evening, but I think tomorrow is like I'm just gonna do nothing.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Again, congratulations for your win against G2. Big win today. And
Thank you.
I hope you have a great week then.
You too.